Hello everyone, the Senpai Code here. So I wanted to go over a little project that I've been working on. So I want to create a anime MMO, kind of a RPG with multiple races. And I've been doing some testing, figuring out all the code using placeholders like this D&D background here. But let's go over what I will have, what I want to do with the project, and what's all going on with it. So here is the character creation. So I want to actually have a 3D scene instead of just a background here, which is the D&D background wallpaper. A lot of the placeholders that you see will be from Dungeons and Dragons, as I like to take that as somewhat of an influence. I love D&D. I've played it for a long time, but we won't get into that. Let's just type testing for the name. I can either hit enter or I can hit next, and it will bring up, so your name is testing, is that right? I'm going to confirm, yes. From here, I'm going to actually have different races. Right now, I'm just using kind of a D&D template for races. But I do have 4 main races planned out for the game that I want to actually design for this anime MMO. And then I do have around 16 sub-races. So the 4 main races are going to be human or humanoid. There's going to be dwarfs, elves, and demi-humans or humans with animal traits. Half human, half bunny. If you've watched anime, you will know what I'm talking about. They even have them in like Final Fantasy and stuff like that. So there's going to be that class. It'll be like half wolf, half human, half cow, half fox, half cat. There's going to be about 12 different demi-humans, half raccoon, maybe half bear, half sheep. So the player cards are going to be a bit different for the choose your race. You'll choose your race and you'll go into the next, which will choose your class. So the cards that I want, the player portraits, will actually be about the size that I'm doing with the mouse right now. And so what you'll do is you'll pick one of the 4 main races and then it'll go into the sub races. So for humans, there'll be actually humans and Amazons in like the humanoid. So you'll actually be able to choose from an Amazon, which will be more dark skinned. Halflings so pretty much lollies. I might just call them lollies or halflings or something like that. So once you click on your race, as you can see, it'll say what race it is, the dwarf, and it'll give a description of the race, and then every race will have a racial trait. So like right here, I'm just using this as example. You'll get +2 defense, and I am using a stat system in this game. Every level up, you'll get certain stat points that you can place towards stats, and that's one thing that will be making this game somewhat unique, as there's not too many games that do that, where players can actually choose what stats they will like to put it in. So here is a few, so I'm just going to go show you that I can click on. So these stats will be added on your player when it is created. I'm just going to click on dwarf, and I'm just going to hit next. And then you'll go into your choose a class. So I'm going to have quite a bit of different classes. I'm going to probably have around 22, 24 classes that people can pick from in the game that I want to do. But when you click on the class, it's going to highlight like it did in the character race. It's going to say barbarian. It's going to tell you the stats. So the stats from the dwarf will be added onto these stats here. And from here, I would like to go into the character customization. And like I said, I want to have a 3D scene. So it'll be mainly just something simple. It'll be like a kind of black lead into like a shimmering purple, more higher. And people can then create their character in the next one, which I don't actually have set up yet. I haven't programmed that in, but you'll go into your character customization where you'll choose your height, your face, your hair color, what type of hair you want to have, and there'll be tons of different styles. If you have ears or horns and stuff, you'll be able to customize what your horns look like. What color are they? Are they curled? Are they straight? Are they like deviled looking? Are they short? Are they long? Is one broken? Is one not? And you'll go into tons of stuff, so you can customize your character how you want. But I don't have that hooked up, so I'm just going to jump right in the game when I hit next here. So here is your level 1. I chose Barbarian. I have my name here. I actually have the local dialogue set up, so I can actually hit hello, and they'll actually say my name here and hello. So, and this is local. Don't mind the white boxes. I was working on the skill system here. So here's kind of what the party system will look like. I might be changing the color as well as the UI and stuff, but these are actually custom UIs that I made. And let's go into a few of these. So I'm going to hit J, this just to show you that it's hooked up. So you may recognize this layout from Shea. I took that kind of as inspiration for the layout for now. I will be changing this. I just wanted to program everything in. So this is a placeholder layout. I will have like red for negative effects, so debuffs, stuff like that. And I will have movement speed, attack speed, physical defense. So everything is actually unique for the attributes. So I guess I'll explain the attributes. And also right here it says dwarf testing. So this is actually your race here, your level 1 here. You got your melee attack, your range attack, your magic attack, your healing power, your HP, your SP, and your MP. And then available points. And like I said, this will be a different layout. And then you got your gear slots and everything here. And then your stat points here. So the reason why I have this window here is I kind of wanted to figure out how Shea did their program. And I did all this myself from start to finish. I didn't copy any code. I didn't do anything like that. I started from the ground up. But the reason why I have this window here is because whenever I'm going to hit V and I'll gain 350 XP every time I hit V, I have it so I can, for testing purposes, basically, it won't be in game here. So I'm just going to level up. So I'm at level 2, so as you've seen, my levels changed and I gained 1 HP. It's the dwarf, whenever the dwarf levels up. So I'm just actually going to level up again. Keep an eye on the defense. Because I'm a dwarf class, every time that I level up, I'll get 1 point into defense. Barbarians will get 1 point into strength. Every class has a different stat point that goes in every level up. But for now, I have 7 stat points each level, so I leveled up twice, so I have 14 stat points. So the reason I have this window, as I was saying, is I can actually increase these here, but it's not going to actually increase any of these stats because I don't want people to be able to run around with the window open or anything and have stats in the strength and in their melee attack. So they actually have to confirm when they do stats. And if they don't confirm when they do stats, and say I exit this, so J, and I hit J again, the points come back. So if I put 3 here and I hit J and I hit J again, the points, they come back, they don't save, so you won't lose stats. So for attributes, strength will increase your melee attack and your range attack. Dex will increase your chance to hit and your chance to dodge. Intelligence will increase your magic attack. Dex will also increase your melee attack and your range attack. Spirit will increase your healing power, your resistance, and a little bit of your magic attack. Luck, or Luke, as you see here, is luck, and that will increase your critical hit chance and a chance to avoid a critical hit on you. And defense will increase your physical defense and your health by 1 point. Now, only base stats will affect your HP, your SP, and your MP. Armor stats will not affect that. Right here is your armor, the yellow currently that I have. So let's hit I. And let's go into world effects before I actually get into the armor here. So for world effects, I want to have boulders that you can move, but you need to have a certain amount of strength to be able to move those boulders. And different boulders will require different amount of strength. You don't know what it is. I'll set it through a script and type on each different boulder what strength you need to clear to move into hitting paths. And this is something else that's going to make this game really unique. So strength will have that effect. There will also be traps. So if your dexterity is high enough for your dodge, the trap will miss you. So say like a spike coming up through the floor or arrows shooting through the wall or whatever it is, the trap will miss you if you have high enough dexterity. Luck, if you have a high enough luck, the trap won't activate at all. And there'll be other stuff like for defense, the higher defenses, the less damage you're going to take from a trap when it activates. So there will be that, and that's something else that's going to make this game somewhat unique. So let's get into the inventory here. So you will be able to increase your bag slots up to, I think I'll do 100 you'll be able to have. So when you scroll over, you're going to have different colors, so green, blue, purple. So there's going to be different rarities for gear. So you're going to have common, you're going to have uncommon, you're going to have rare, so on, artifacts, stuff like that. So coming over to the ring here, so you gain 10% chance to evade a mine, alter, and debuff, ring of mine shielding. These are all from D&D. These are just placeholders. Well, I got everything ready. And yeah, so that's hit an I, or I can actually come down here. I'm just going to show you that these buttons also work if I don't want to use the hotkeys. Every window has a hotkey. So the helmet here, it'll give me 3 defense. As you can see, it also has a merchant price. So if I actually drag and drop this here, as you can see, now in my armor slot, I have +3. And these are really high end game gear. So you will have cloaks and stuff that will also add effects. And as you see, everything is adding up. So the gear and everything does work. Let me just throw on. This is actually the best sword. I don't actually have a weaker one, so with this I'm actually probably going to kill these low level 1 monsters here in 1 hit. So I'm just going to throw that on. I'm not going to throw the others on. So like I said, with the armor, they do have rarities. They will have effects. Same in the game that I want to do. So I'm just going to close these down here. So I went ahead and reset my level down to 1. So if I scroll over the monsters, it will tell what they are. They're short-haired boars, level 1. So I do have the end game items on at the moment for what I have set. So they are going to be really powerful. So they're probably going to kill these mobs in 2 hits. So something else I have is tab targeting. So if I actually hit tab, it will actually target the nearest boar here, which is that one. So Constance here is an NPC, and this is a quest giver. I do have a quest system hooked up. So I do have multiple different quests that you can choose from. I do have 4 different ones, from kill quests, gather quests, bring in items or collecting items and bringing them to certain people, and a few other. I actually have 5 now that I think of it. And protecting certain people as they walk a certain path. For now, that's what I have. I will add more later on. So let's go up to Constance here, and I'm going to talk to Constance. So F is my dialogue key, and it opens up the quest here, and all the windows are actually draggable, so I can actually drag them around. Quest is called Bacon Bits, kill 1 short-hair boar, reward 350 XP, and for a short-hair boar I get 150 XP, so altogether I'll be getting 500 XP and then 2000 silver, and I'm going to accept the quest. So if I actually come down to my quests here, I can actually see my quest list. So Bacon Bits, quest description, kill 1 short-hair boar, reward 350 XP. I'm not going to abandon it. So these are the short-hair boar. So for monsters, they will spawn in a certain area. So this area is where short-haired boars spawn. And I can actually select the amount of boars that I want to actually spawn in this area. And if they actually wander too far away from the area, as this one just did, it will actually reset towards the center point of that area. So what this one did, so it went back towards the center, and then it's going to continue wandering. Whenever I kill it, another one's going to spawn and take its place. I will actually move down the spawn timer so that it takes longer to spawn than what it is. Right now it's instant. That's why I have it as for testing purposes. So let's go ahead and kill one of these and get the quest done. So I'm going to pull one of them. So whenever a player comes close to this, to one of them, it will actually target the player here. So here it is, it's targeting me, it hit me for 6, the pop-up text. So I just hit for 41, and I hit it for 41 again. As you see right now, there's actually a cooldown timer. I'm going to get away from the spawn point.